All right, clap it up, clap it up. Shalom, Lord in Christ, Israel. This is I.S.U.P.K. Wednesday night law class, right? You understand? The I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led today by Commander General YAHANNA. You understand? This place is the home of the truth and the only place that actually teaches the truth. That's right. If you're not here, you've been taught a lie. As we speak, you're being taught a lie. You understand? These brothers who held down this truth have not added any lustful perversions from their own thinking into the truth. They have been taught what's been passed down from the 7 heads to today, and from what, 1969 to now in 2026. So this is the raw truth. You understand? And you could have been anywhere on earth, but you're here with us today. Big ups to you for that. You know what I'm saying? Today we want to focus on something very, very important. And we're going to use this video to be a standard for, whenever you have this situation come up, you want to come back to this video. We're going to break down the blessing and the curses in Deuteronomy. Those blessings and curses are a sign to who is Israel today. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are God's chosen people according to the Bible. We have been tricked by our oppressor to thinking we are less than them, to believing that they are greater than us, but we are God's chosen people, which makes us the best people on the earth. You understand? And you find it out through history, especially in the scriptures, of course, but you find that through history where black and brown people are the innovators of the world. Even when in our sinful nature, we've transformed the culture of the earth. You understand? Black and brown people. We got Chinese people on the other side of the earth copying what they cholos. You understand? Crips. Black people forget about it. You know what I'm saying? R&B, rap, that's stolen across the earth. Everybody follows what Israel does. You understand? And who makes up Israel is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. All black people are not the same. All skin folk are not your kinfolk. We are not Africans. You understand? When those Africans, matter of fact, when our oppressors, the so-called white man, went over to Africa, to West Africa, to get slaves, he didn't go inside to the jungle because his body couldn't handle those diseases. So what he did was he hired the Africans, the local Africans, to go inside the jungle and to capture so-called Negroes, and they put us into slavery. You understand? Africans did not sell other Africans. Africans sold Israelites. They sold God's chosen people. And why they were able to do that? Because of our disobedience. They were able to capture us and sell us to the oppressor, and we were able to come over here and build this country due to our obedience. Like America is made great off of the obedience of black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. You understand? Our sins caused us to be put into slavery, and that slavery made America the great empire it is today. Just think, had we kept our covenant, our pact that we made with our power, our God, we would rule the earth. But instead, we chose to envy the other nations and want to follow the things that they do. You understand? So our God went back, checked the paperwork, checked the fine print, said, no, you sinned, I have to punish you. That's what you signed up for. You understand? So today we're going to go through these Deuteronomy, these curses in Deuteronomy, the blessings in Deuteronomy, to show that you are God's chosen people. You are. And you can use this video to go back, show it to your family members. You can show it to your sons, your daughters. And this is proof of who we are. First, we're going to start off with, if I could, Ron, give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. So, give me Deuteronomy 4 and 6. We'll start there.
God. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Come on.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
These laws, statutes, and commandments that our power gave to us is meant to make us better than everyone else on the earth.
Right.
We've seen this in history where we've been pushed into other areas, and because of our culture, we've risen above the people that's there. Because of the laws and because of the culture that we have, we became a greater people than the people who's local to that land. You understand? Our laws has made us great in the sight of other nations. Keep going.
Verse 7. For what nation is there so great who hath God so nigh unto them as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon for him?
That's right. No, that's right. No other God has the relationship that we have with our power. No other God is real. So when they see a God being real, they have to ask, for what nations is there so great who has God so nigh unto them? What nation is so great that has a God that's real, that God that actually deals with his people? You understand? That's the question they ask when they've seen the power of our God and when they've seen the fruits of us keeping the commandments, the fruits of the blessings of us keeping the commandments. Keep going.
Verse 8. And what nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day?
Come on.
Verse 9. Only take heed to thyself, and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons.
That's right. So we ought to teach our sons. This is a generational thing that we're passing down. We're passing down from the top all the way to the bottom forever. Forever. We are supposed to be a great people forever. Come on.
Verse 10. Especially the day that thou stoodest before the Lord thy God in Horeb, when the Lord said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children.
That's right. We're supposed to teach our kids to fear the Lord. And we fear the Lord by doing what? Keeping his commandments. That's how you fear the Lord. You don't like eating shrimp, eating lobster and all that. You showing total disrespect to the Lord, that you don't fear him. You understand? Interracial marriage, you don't care what the Lord say. Serving other gods is proof you don't give a damn what the God of our forefathers even cares about. You understand? That's why we have to get back to our culture. First, you got to learn our culture. You got to know who you are. All right? Give me Deuteronomy 7:6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Come on with it.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We are what?
An holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The word holy means
separate.
Separate. That's it. There's no special glow you get when, angels singing and all that. The word holy just means separate. We are a separate people unto the Lord. Come on.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Above all people that above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We are above all people that are upon the face of the earth. You understand? The Lord chose us to be special. It's nothing that we done, nothing that we made, nothing that we had to say to the Lord to convince him that we were special. The Lord made this decision. Read that again.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Equal.
above.
Now, I said equal because Christianity teaches that everybody's equal.
Right.
That's what Christianity teaches. Christianity teaches black people, black and brown people, that everyone is equal. But in those white homes that you go, there's those nice big buildings with nice cars outside, they teach their kids that they're better than everybody else. They teach their kids, their white kids, that they're better than black and brown people. You understand? Christianity puts us second tier while it uplifts our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Like, this truth is the only thing that puts black and Hispanic people first. The only thing. This culture that we have, these laws, statutes, commandments, is the only thing that raises us up above all heathen. And we have to embrace that. We have to get back to that. We got to get back to loving our God and loving our own. You understand? Give me Deuteronomy 1:1.
Colonel Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
To who?
All Israel.
Israel is the audience. All 12 tribes. Moses was breaking this down to all 12 tribes. Come on.
On this side Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran, Tophel, and Laban, and Hazarah, and Dazahab.
Is it?
Colonel Khan.
Most High in Christ. Give me 28:1. So this book, the audience is Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This book is written, the whole Bible is written only to you. But specifically, this book is talking to y'all. Come on.
Colonel Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
The Bible saying, Israel, if you hear diligently, like listen very hard, you know what I'm saying, unto the voice of the Lord, and observe and do all of my commandments. Come on.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. That's
right. The Lord made a pact with Israel, the covenant. You keep these laws, I will set you high above all people. You know what I'm saying? What God doesn't want his people to sin? What God doesn't want his people to be great? You know what I'm saying? Like these other nations, gods are really just mainly lust, from the food to sexual desires. It's really do what you want to do. But our God gave us boundaries, and those boundaries made us better than everybody. Come on.
Colonel Khan. Oh, you want verse 2?
Come on with verse 2.
Verse 2, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Like the blessings be so much, it'll overtake us. It'll be so much. You know what I'm saying? It'll be overwhelmingly a good thing to be blessed like that. Scrooge McDuck, you know how he goes swimming into his money? It's so much of it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing he can do with it. It's there. Everywhere you go, that blessing is near you, and your people are prospering from that. Why? Because we chose to obey the Lord. Come on. Jump to 4.
Verse 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Right. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, your kids, man. And you can compare that to our kids today. You know, our kids, because of the oppression that we live in, our kids are destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The oppression that we live in, we don't keep the law, statutes, commandments, so our kids are destroyed. You look at these schools. Matter of fact, recent the rodeos in town. Your kids are downtown at the rodeo destroying everything. Fights, guns being pulled out. You understand? We don't know how to love each other. Why? Because we chose to follow our oppressor and not our God. Come on.
Honorable Khan. Verse 5. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
If I could, verse 5, blessed be thy basket and thy store. You know what I'm saying? When you go to gather goods and you bring it back, your storage is filled to the brim. You know what I'm saying? And that's a blessing, because now we don't have nothing. We scrape for everything. You know what I'm saying? We're scraping for everything because why? These people who we chose to follow hates us. And the way they can keep control over us is for us to have nothing. You understand? I'm going to jump down to verse 7. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 7. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. The Lord would have made us a powerful nation. And being a powerful nation means you have a powerful army. No one can come up against what the Lord laid down. You understand? Shalom, Mark. Chittin'. Welcome, welcome. You know what I'm saying? No one can come up against the Lord's chosen people, because the Lord has given us the tools to defend ourselves. He's going to fight for us. You understand? Give me 28:9. Matter of fact, hold it. Give me that Judith 5:17. When we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, our power fights for us, and the nations know this. Whenever you're ready, out.
Honorable Khan. This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 17. And willst they sin not before their God, they prosper, because the God that hath iniquity was with them.
Mm-hmm.
But verse 18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore.
They was what?
Destroyed in many battles, very sore.
When we departed from this covenant, we were what?
Destroyed in many battles, very sore.
Come on.
And were held captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies.
This is what happens when we chose not to keep these laws, statutes, commandments. Keep going.
Kanawakan. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Uh-huh.
And let us go up and shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
If there be what?
No iniquity in their nation.
If there's no sin in our nation, come on.
Let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. You know what I'm saying? What they're saying is, basically this brother, well, not this brother, Salaki, this captain or general of this army is giving the general like the game plan. Like if this people is sinning, yeah, let's go attack them because we gonna win.
Right.
But if they doing what they got to do and they following the law, statute, and commandments, we should go on about our business, because
right.
we gonna get destroyed and we gonna be the laughing stock of the world.
That's right. Well said. And these nations know that. These nations know that when we are connected with our God, following His covenant, we are the greatest people on earth. But they know when we sin against our God, they can easily destroy us. And that's why you see in America now, America pushes sin on black and brown people. They have to, like, for them to stay in power, we have to continue to sin. And as a nation, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. For your nation to win, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do anything you can to keep those other nations under your boot. And there's gonna come a time when us black and brown people, we're gonna take over the earth and we're gonna keep other nations under our boot. And that's gonna happen through our King Christ and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's all we have to do. Have faith in Christ and keep these laws that our God gave us. You understand? Give me verse 9.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, no, it's like 28, in verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself,
Mm-hmm.
as he hath sworn unto thee,
Right.
if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways.
Jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail.
He should make them what?
And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail.
That's right. When we're in our right minds, we're running things. But because of our sin, America runs off of black and brown people. Every great invention you see, from video games to cars, that comes from us. It comes from us. The greatest thing the white man ever invented was the patent office, to where he takes the credit for the things that we invented. He's the head and we're the tail here. But when we're in our kingdom, every nation will be the tail while we're the head. Come on.
And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath.
Right.
If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them.
That's right. So Deuteronomy chapter 28, 1 through 14 are all the blessings that our power will give us if we follow him. You understand? When we get down to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15, there's a different spirit going on. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is breaking down something else now. He's breaking down the curses. Go ahead, read that out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
Oh, hey, bro, what's your name? Who? Robert, you want to read? No sweat, no sweat. No sweat. I'm glad you're here, brother. You're good. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. This now 15 said, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord to do his commandments. You understand? If we don't do that, these curses will come and overtake us. Let's read a couple curses right quick, and let's see who these curses belong to today. Give me 28 and 30.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
Man, you know where that's from? That comes from slavery. When a brother would have a wife, the slave master would come and steal him from her and lay with her. You know what I'm saying? He would grape her. Come on.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
Man, we built the White House. We built Master's big house, and we did not dwell in them. Come on.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
Right. We plant a vineyard, but we don't get any profit off the grapes. We call it sharecropping, right? Sharecroppers used to plant the vegetables, but get no profit off of it. They was really still in slavery. You understand? Give me verse 36.
Verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Right.
And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
Right. America is this nation that our fathers never knew. And the gods that we serve today, the wood and the stone, The wood represents Christianity and the stone represents Islam. Those are the biggest religions that have captivated our people today. Those two religions we're the most lost in. You understand? And it's our job as Israelites to bring our people out, to bring our people home back to our culture. You understand? Go ahead.
Come, verse 37.
Sorry, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 41.
This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
Right, we shall beget sons and daughters, and we will not enjoy them. The movie Color Purple comes to mind. When those two sisters were separated, you know what I'm saying? Our oppressor separated families, man. You know what I'm saying? During slavery. Our oppressor, man, look like our women had to act like their sons was slow just to keep them. Had to act like their daughters weren't able to do tasks, you know what I'm saying, just to keep them from being separated. We didn't get to enjoy our family members because of the slavery that America was putting us through, the oppression that we was getting put through in America. Come on.
Wakan. Verse 42. And the trees and fruit of thy land shall the locusts consume.
Mm-hmm. Give me verse 45, Salaki.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
That's right. Jump down to 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send thee against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
Hunger, it said we shall serve our enemies that the Lord sent against us. The Lord sent these enemies against us, man. Why? Because we chose not his culture. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. In hunger?
In hunger?
In hunger meaning we own no food companies. We don't own big sums of lands we go and plant food on. We don't do that. We don't own it. Our enemies do. Come on.
And in thirst.
In thirst, we don't own no water companies. Come on.
So like if I may, the brother that did make the water filtration system, purification system, I believe they done stole it and patented it for themselves.
The white man's the devil. You know what I'm saying? In hunger and in thirst right now, what's that? Flint, Michigan has been having a water crisis for years. And because we don't own anything to help or fix that, we are in a constant oppression state. You know what I'm saying? We can't help ourselves. Go ahead.
Khan. And in nakedness.
And in what?
In nakedness.
We don't own any any clothing companies. Walmart, you name all the big companies, Target. We don't own nothing to be able to clothe our own people with. We have to get those things from our enemies. Come on.
Right. So like if I may, and this doesn't mean that we don't have businesses. Like, of course, we got turkey leg huts,
Right.
Restaurant here, restaurant there, but they still get their supplies and their resources from our oppressors.
Right. And it's also talking about the scale of it. Like we talking about the scale of helping a nation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might help like 2 or 3 people, but we talking about fixing a nation. We don't have those resources. We get those things from our oppressor. And he trickled that down. Like he shorts us down every time.
Right.
Gives us just enough. Go ahead.
So like if I may, like even, like when we're talking about resources, I mean, look at the gas prices now. Gas prices shooting up so high right now to where, everybody's going to be back on that bus that's ran by our oppressors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't have no black gas stations or no black oil rigs to even,
Good
what I'm saying?
Good. Well said, you know what I'm saying? And he gives a little bit on EBT.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that don't be enough. You know what I'm saying? After you didn't pay all these taxes and just rent all week and the car notes and all that, like the little thing that he give us is just enough trinkets just to keep us alive. Just to get by. You know what I'm saying? Well, say that, Brother Hand. You know what I'm saying? That was real. Just to get by, man. But had we kept our culture that the Lord gave us, we'd be ruling the earth. We'd be ruling the earth. We would have them as our slaves. You understand? But we envied the things that these heathens had. We envied that. And we gave up our seat as being on top to now being under them. Where you at, Ron? I'll take care of it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Travis Williams.
Go ahead. Same verse at the end of it.
Connor McCon. Was it 45, correct?
Come on.
I
No,
finished, sir.
It was 48, Salakia. In nakedness.
Oh, Connor McCon. And nakedness and in want of all things.
In want of all things, everything we need, we have to go to white people for. Come on.
Connor McCon. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
A yoke of iron. In the movie Django, the brothers had yokes of iron tied around their neck as they marched. That's the yoke of iron that we have spiritually on our necks today. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't have a physical iron tied to us, but we're still destroyed. We're still destroyed because we rather follow them than follow our God. All right? Give me verse 49.
Gonna come, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Who did it?
The Lord.
Who did it?
The Lord.
The Lord brought a nation against us from afar. Come on.
From afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
And here's the key. It said, as swift as the eagle flieth. The eagle is a clue of who this nation is that the Lord sent against us. Which nation follows the eagle? Which nation follows the eagle today?
United States.
The United States. Right. All white nations follow the eagle. You understand? When we was on the west coast of Africa, because of our obedience, the Lord sent this nation to come get us. Come on.
Connor McCon. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
We did not understand English or Spanish because we speak in Hebrew. Come on.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shall favor to the young.
Right.
Show favor to the young.
Our older people was falling over dead, just walking and falling over dead in slavery. Our young babies was being fed to alligators.
Right.
They would slice the women's stomach open and see who can throw the baby the farthest. You know what I'm saying? These are the people we subject ourselves to. These are the people we chose to follow. These are the people we worship. These are the people we envy. You know what I'm saying? Monsters in the earth. Give me 54.
Come, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Right, it says our young men, they're very tender and they're very delicate. You understand? Like, these are the result of oppression. You have your young men wilding out, crashing out, you know what I'm saying, fatherless homes. This is the result of that. Come on.
Connor McCon. And very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
His what?
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
What do we call this today? His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Beef.
Beef. What's the phrase they call it? What's the phrase? It's called black on black crime.
Yeah, Connor McCon.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother. Black on black crime. Come on.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Toward who?
The wife of his bosom.
He's going to hate his brother. He's going to hate the wife of his bosom. He's going to hate his baby mama. Come on.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Which he shall what?
Leave.
He's going to leave his kids. Now, a man leaving his kids happens in all nations. But who nation does it happen in life? Israelite. Get that brother hand. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real. The Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown homes. Why does it happen in black and brown homes? What's the reason for it?
Because the mother don't like, sometimes the mother be the baby mom most of the time.
Get that brother hand. Yeah, you did. Well, you 3 for 3 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, brother, you're right. It do. And the overall reason is because we didn't keep the laws.
Right.
That's it. We didn't keep the contract that we signed with the Lord. So now, he's going to always keep his part. He's going to keep his part whether we're doing good or bad. We can't be surprised when those judgments come down from him because we ain't keeping our part. Come on.
So like it's heavy what you're saying is because, it's just like, a parent, when a parent tell you, hey, when I get home from work, you know what I'm saying, there's, your room better be clean and what dishes better be washed. We know, blase, and if that don't happen, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna whoop you.
I got to get you.
I'm gonna take your game. I'm gonna take your phone. I'm gonna cut that Wi-Fi off.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? To young people these days, you cut that Wi-Fi off, that's death.
They finna lose it.
They
Yeah.
crash out, no Wi-Fi.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much the same on how the Lord treats us.
Right. Either he gonna reward us or he gonna punish us. You know what I'm saying? And that's the contract that we signed with him. All right, jump down to verse 56.
God of Wakar, this is book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness.
That means that one time our women was treated like princesses. You know what I'm saying? And now you look at them today. If you've been to the rodeo, the hodeo,
Right.
everybody had their cheeks out in front of little kids. You know what I'm saying? We the ones on the videos, we the whole, you know what I'm saying? That's us. Because why? We're not being taught how to be a princess. You know what I'm saying? And being a princess has to be taught. Come on.
Right.
Her eye,
So like, I'm at the wrong word.
56. So like,
Her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. She's going to hate her baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
And toward her son,
And toward who?
toward her son,
She's going to hate her son. What's the thing she's going to say to her son?
man, just like your dad.
Hey, just like your daddy, you know?
What verse that is?
56.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 56.
Yeah, read it from the top.
Khan. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not venture to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness.
Right. One time our women was princesses, man. They wouldn't dare do some of the things that they doing today. You know what I'm saying? We just had Purim the other day, a couple weeks ago. We saw Esther was a princess who fought for her people. You know what I'm saying? Today, man, all you see is black women and black men arguing over who gonna pay the bills.
Right.
50-50, you know what I'm saying? That's all you see online. Come on.
Her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
Her eyes shall be evil toward her baby daddy. And we know how they go. You get another woman, now you on child support.
Right.
She damn if you try to put you in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you can't see your child no more. Typical black household, you know what I'm saying? Right?
Right.
That's because why? We didn't keep these laws. Now we're subject to these things. Come on.
Right. And toward her son.
Mm-hmm.
And toward her daughter.
And toward who?
Her daughter.
I found this out. When a girl gets on her period, her mama sees her as competition. You know what I'm saying? Like her mama sees her as competition, and now her mama has a hatred for her. Like I heard a word that I've only heard a black mama call a daughter a wench.
Right.
When I heard it, like, damn, this is that something y'all say to each other?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those are things that happens, man, when the mama hates the daughter. You know what I'm saying? And once she hates the daughter, she's not going to give the daughter the things the daughter needs to be a productive citizen, to be a productive person. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Verse 57. And toward her young, one that cometh out from between her feet.
And toward what?
Her young, one that cometh out from between her feet.
What is the #1 killer of black people today?
Abortion.
Abortion. We just read right now in verse 57. Read that again.
And toward her young, one that cometh out from between her feet.
The young one that comes out from between her feet, what's she going to do with it? If she hates it, what's she going to do with it?
Abort it.
She's going to abort it. Black women right now have, I think, aborted like 7 to 8 million babies since 1970.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think we had like 400,000 last year. Come on.
It's like if I may, she aborted because, you know, going back to verse 56, the evil eye that she has towards her husband.
Her husband, you're right. It stems from there. And it also stems from the oppressor lying to her.
Right.
Saying, go get you a career. You don't need no kids. Focus on you. Don't worry about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? That's that's why we call the white man the devil. Because of the deceiving ways that he's done to destroy our people. All right? Give me verse 61.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Right. The culture that we have now in America, man, diabetes runs rampant in the black community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Molestation runs rampant in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Every evil thing you can think of, which we get from our oppressor, everything we know today, we learn from our oppressor. It's destroying us in this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? The center of every black family is molestation. The center of it. And that destruction takes a person from being the prey to now being what? The predator. We'll say they go from being a prey to the predator, then now they become the predator searching for a prey. And that's a never-ending cycle in our community. You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting uncle in jail from touching his nieces, they just hide him in the back room. Right. Now, he's sitting across the table from Thanksgiving from all the kids he destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And Big Mama hiding them. Give me 64.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other.
Black and brown people, we are scattered everywhere. The transatlantic slave trade started in 1492 when Columbus came and took Native Americans back to the other side of the earth. He didn't do that one time. He did that many times. Black people put on slave ships 200 years after that, cast around the world. You know what I'm saying? We're everywhere. Come on.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Right.
Even wood and stone.
Right. Our forefathers didn't know white Jesus, the wood. Our forefathers didn't know Allah, the stone. Our forefathers made a covenant with the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's all we know. And that's who we need to get back to. All right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 65.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind.
That's right. You ever wonder, like, How are these Africans able to capture us and sell us to the so-called white man? Why? Because the Lord gave us a trembling heart. The Lord put that fear in us that allowed them to capture us, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's no ease in this land. Like we live in the land of our enemies. There is nothing easy about living here in America. You know what I'm saying? If you ever drive in a car and those police lights get behind you, then you feel that trembling heart. You feel no ease. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I might not make it out of this.
So like it, even if you don't have no warrants.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you good, you got a whole suit on. You know what I'm saying? I might not make it home. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the land that we live in. Because we live in the land of our enemies. Right. You cannot prosper in the land of your enemies at all. Like we've been 12% as a population since the 1950s. Through abortion, through death, police, sickness. We have not grown at all. And why? That's on purpose. Our oppressor keeps us at a low number so we won't overtake him in his kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Well, we already read 66.
66.
Also like it. Verse 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life.
Right, man. In these lands that we're in, we have no insurance if we're going to be here today or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Again, once you get pulled over by them laws and the lights come on, you start texting people, call your mama, hey, mama, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because why? We're hated here. Why we're hated here? You're hated, one, because you're God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? You're also hated because you're the slave. There's no equality in America at all. No equality. There's no equality in the Bible. The Lord has one chosen people and hates everybody else.
Right.
And that chosen people that he loves is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. You're God's chosen people. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
There's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
The word Egypt just means slavery. Take out Egypt and put slavery right there for me.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Into slavery again with ships. What people? There's only one people on the earth who went into slavery on ships.
Right.
It's like you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You're the only people on the earth. This is biblical prophecy of the translated slave trade. Come on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You won't see your homeland again. That's why you ask a black person, hey, where you come from? They tell you they don't know. You ask a black person what's their nationality, they give you 10 different people give you 10 different answers. I'm black, I'm colored, I'm African American, I'm indigenous. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And to our friends?
Your enemies.
To our co-workers?
Your enemies.
When we came off those slave ships, we were sold to who?
Your enemies.
Come on.
For bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
Bondman and bondwoman, no man shall buy us, meaning no man shall free us. Martin Luther King's, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey's, Black Panthers, they all tried, but they could not break this curse because the Lord put this curse on us.
Right.
For our disobedience. You know what I'm saying? Give me 2 Chronicles 7 and 14. Now, according to what we just read, we know that from the curses, that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are God's chosen people. We are the Israelites of the Bible. We are the Israelites of antiquity. You know what I'm saying? So what do we do? What do we need to do to get back to our power? To get back to being in control? To get back to being aligned with our God? Come on.
This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land, and will heal their land.
That's right. Our God gave us a way out. We have to turn back to our power, ask for forgiveness, and he will come rescue us as he's always done. You know what I'm saying? In this Bible, we committed sin. He's put us in slavery. We prayed, and he set us free. That's a cycle that's been never ending in the Bible. And he's going to do it again. All we have to do is turn back to our Father, repent. You know what I'm saying? Give me Revelation 14 and 12.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14.
This is the steps we need to do to get back in power. Come on now.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints.
Right. This is the main thing that Israelites need to do. Come on.
Here are they that keep the commandments of God.
They do what?
Keep the commandments of God.
Here are they follow the law, statutes, commandments that our power made, the covenant he made with our forefathers. Come on.
And the faith of Yahushua.
And the what?
The faith of Yahushua.
And have faith in our King Christ. You understand? That's what we have to do to get back to our power. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, keep these laws, statutes, commandments, and have faith in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Give me Matthew 15 and 24, and we're going to end it right there.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15.
This is very important to know because Christ is the one that died for our sins. He's the one that our God sent us to free us from this captivity that we're in. Come on.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He said what now?
I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
This is why it's very important for us to know who we are. To know that you're an Israelite. To know that God sent his son, Christ, for the Israelites only. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You are God's chosen people. And with that, I'm going to turn the class over to Priest and Officer Ron.
We are the I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, Mayasharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Lord's 57th Passover, which is the 14th day and the 14th day of the first month, which is Saturday, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. Comes out of the book of Exodus chapter 12, verse 1 through 51, Leviticus chapter 23, verse 4 through 5, 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7 and 8, and 2 Chronicles chapter 30, verse 17. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And these are the security announcements.
The water. And with that, we'll give a curse salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amam Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Jasmine Saw. Let me turn to the sisters. Give a curse salute to our sisters, men of Israel, Amam Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Thaba Shem Yahushua. Yazmatah, dismiss. Man, big shout out to Officer Rum and boy Robert came through tonight, you know what I'm saying? And with that, pay your Passover fees. Shalom.